Did you know that 75% of consumers admit to judging a business's credibility based on the company's website design? As much as 75%. So clearly it's important that you put together a store that's professional and clean for your dropshipping business to be a success. So in this video I'm going to tell you the tips and tricks that I use to make sure that my store for dropshipping is successful and has a really high conversion rate. So without further ado, my name is James Eardley. I generated over £300,000 worth of sales through my Shopify dropshipping store last year. And as I say, now I'm turning my attention to keep running my store, but it's now outsourced, so it can run without me. And my attention is going to be focused now on helping others to achieve the same success so they can leave their full-time jobs as well and go into the world of online entrepreneurship where they can live their life on their own terms. So let's get into how to build a Shopify store for your dropshipping businesses. So the clue's in the name, Shopify dropshipping store. So there's a reason why the word Shopify and dropshipping are so often put together. And it's because Shopify is the #1 e-commerce platform to use if you're going to be selling products online. So dropshippers, they often use Shopify, and there's a good reason for it, and it is the e-commerce platform that I use. So it's the leader in e-commerce, and it has been for a number of years in terms of making sure you have the best looking online store that converts. It's more expensive than say WordPress, for example, but with the time and the amount of effort it saves in going ahead with the Shopify store, it's well worth the extra bit of money that you'd invest instead of using WordPress or a different alternative. Quite simply, Shopify is set up deliberately to be an online store for e-commerce, whereas WordPress is meant more so for blogs, and also other options aren't quite as heavily focused on the e-commerce side. But Shopify, that's what it's all about. Online stores, selling products, physical products as well, online, and Shopify is really the lead. So in this video, I'm explaining now why I use Shopify, and also I'm going to go on to explain in a minute the process that I follow when putting together my first store and the stores that I put together since my first store. So first of all, let's think about how we get started. So we start by going, you can use a link in the description to go to Shopify, and if you use the link in my description, then you do have the option, and the offer is available to start off with just £1 a month with Shopify for the first 3 months. And you get a free trial for the first 2 or 3 days initially to get started as well. So you can try with a free trial, get your head around Shopify, and then for the first 3 months it's only £1 per month. So an incredible offer, and you can really get to grips with Shopify and you can start making sales. Think about how many sales you can make in the first 3 months, and for that whole period of time you're only spending £3 to be running your online store. After that, it's still a low cost. I believe it's around £20 to £30 a month to have your Shopify store each month. I pay at a higher plan now, but that can come a little bit down the line for you. To start off, all you need is the basic plan, and you can make tens, hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of sales every month just using a basic plan. So with that said, let's go through the process that I follow. And the first thing that I'll do is decide on a niche. So before I start to build a store, I don't want to be building a store with products that I don't know are going to work. I don't want to be the person that has to test with thousands of pounds worth of Facebook ads to work out which products sell and which don't. Instead, I'm going to do my research up front and find out which niches, which products are going to sell the best without me having to spend any money. So if you want to find out how to do that, I've recorded videos in the past about how to find the best niche to go into without having to invest thousands in Facebook ads. Or you can also check out the training program that I followed, and there's a link in the description for that as well. First of all, once you've got your niche, then you're going to go ahead, you can use the link to get into Shopify, and then you're going to put together your brand and decide on your name. Now once you've got your niche, we'll use an example such as kayaking, and the idea that I use to put my brand name together is to go with an active name. So for example, gokayaking.com or get kayaking or start kayaking, something that has an active name and it's a reason for people to get excited about the products, would be my advice. So if that domain is available, that's where I'd start, and that would be an example of a name. Then you put together your logo, and that can just be a simple image that you can find on Canva, and then use your brand name underneath. And the combination of the brand name and the logo is going to look really professional for you, and you can get started with that. And then after that, you just want to set up the required pages that you need. So you'll need to put together your returns policy, your shipping policy, your privacy policy, cookies policy, and finally your terms and conditions. Then, when you've got all those together, you'll have all of the legal things that you need in place so you can get started and start selling products. Then you want to set up your menus and navigation. Now, there's a reason I do it in this order, is because when we put together our menus, one of the menu options is going to be all of those pages that we set up just now. So the privacy policy, the shipping policy, they're all going to link from the menu. So we'll put that together, and that will be in the footer and the header menu. And then finally, we're going to edit the home page. So that comes after we've done all the foundational stuff. We've got our name, we've got our logo, we've got our pages, and we've got our navigation. Then we'll start to edit the home page, add some nice colours, make it look smart and clean. Then that's as much as I do. After that point, and it's all looking smart and professional, the next step is to use that store that's been set up as an example to show your new suppliers how their products will look. So it's very much keeping it to very much a minimum and making it very basic at this stage, and that's what I recommend for you as well. Put your store together, don't spend too much time on it, don't get carried away with making the store look perfect. Once you've got something, then go ahead to your suppliers, show them what you've done so far, show them that you're serious, and then explain to them that you'd like to sell their products and add them to your website. And that's it, and that's my recommendation. So Shopify, then go through those step-by-step tips that I've just shared now to put together your store. Once you've got that, get your suppliers on board, start adding your products, and then you can start running ads to your store, start generating traffic, and therefore start generating sales. That's my advice for putting your store together and the reason why I use Shopify. Now, if you want a step-by-step guide, the guide that I actually followed myself to put together my store that's now generating tens of thousands of pounds worth of sales every month, then you can follow a step-by-step guide which goes through the process that I've just explained. So the link in the description is for the Dropship Unlocked program. I've since become a coach for the program since my success with my own store, so I can recommend it, and I can't recommend it highly enough. If you use the link in the description, you'll also be able to book in a free one-to-one call with me, where I can really go through a strategy for you and help you through the program and help to make your business a success. So if you're interested, check out the link for the step-by-step guide, and I hope this video was helpful. Until the next video, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.